What's up guys, and welcome back. This is going to be part 15 of my Alan Wake Let's Play. It's actually probably been about a month or two since I've actually did part 14, so luckily I think we're starting on a fresh new chapter, so let's just get this whole game completed. So let's start. I think it's episode 4, but we'll find out now. So
previously on Alan Wake,
I'm gonna need this recap.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that Ryder just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
I remember falling into that lake of water and it looked really awesome. Episode 4, The Truth. Okay, so
Alan,
let's try and remember what happened.
It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you
He's
a
the
second.
psychiatrist, right?
Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another.
Kinda looks
episode.
like Leonard
You're
Nimoy,
a
right?
patient at my clinic.
From Star
Have
Trek.
been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
Whoa, she ain't dead.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Okay, this guy's totally trying to make me sound crazy.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I'm assuming I'm pumped full of drugs too. Are we back in the cabin? I think we were at the steel mill last time.
I felt groggy.
It's going to be a lot more familiar to you
Whatever
guys than
Hartman
it is
had
to me.
bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
This seems fabricated, like they've made me see all this stuff on purpose to make it look like I am crazy. This must be where we're staying, which looks awfully a lot like the hotel from The Shining.
Good
Twin
evening,
Peaks.
Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
He looks very
Yeah.
cozy.
I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand. you're
Stunning and
confused.
brave.
I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't
This
you come
attitude,
with me?
Alan, is some
We'll
sarcastic
reacquaint
bastard
you with
today.
my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Outside.
This
Where all the
corridor is
monsters
for
are.
patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course.
These guys look very insidious. I don't know if I should be following them. Oh, so I have my own room. Either option 1, I am insane, or option 2 is they've like fabricated this whole thing to make it look like I've been staying here a while. Emerson. I wonder if this is actually the actor who they made the likeness for. The engaging new book by Emil Hartman. Okay, dead end. Now who is Emerson? Seems like a cool guy. He's got some Night Springs video game posters. I love the meta in this. Death Rally. I wonder if that's like an old Remedy game. Whoa, they have like an Xbox 360 case with Night Springs. That's pretty cool. And an Xbox 360, I didn't even notice that. And then a regular board game. Okay, so whoever this Emerson guy is, he seems pretty cool. This looks like a storyboard for the actual game, actually. It's the mind of Sam Lake.
I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Check this
This
guy
way,
out in his
Alan.
stance. Oof, that looks a bit rough. Let's not get too close up to these 2000 and was it 10 textures? No, this is Lane's room. Who's this? An artist. Very dull in comparison to Emerson's room. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Oh, there's a lift. This must be a big place. Whoa. Chilling bear. Hand carved. Hartman has a big ass budget for this place.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
I don't believe you.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around
I mean, he
you,
knows everything that's
your
going on.
thoughts and dreams.
I know I'm not crazy though,
Your
so...
mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
How does he know so much though? Have I been sitting here talking to him, or has he been reading the manuscript pages? So maybe he has the full works of Alan Wake. We get to have a tour of the place.
We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up.
Yeah,
Apart from
you
the
keep
tragic
saying that.
accident with
Maybe
your
you should
wife,
like
no one
not
has
keep
been
hammering this on my head.
Your delusions are just a
Alan probably gonna jump off this
of your
bridge.
subconscious
Well,
mind
fence.
trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy?
He's got a point,
you have
but I've seen
concocted
him.
in your
I've killed
mind?
him with my flare
You're a
gun, so
skeptic by nature, Alan. We
I
both
believe
know
myself.
this. Everything can be explained logically.
I'm gonna run ahead now. See what cool shit I can see. That door doesn't even have textures on it. It's one of those weird ass compass things. What does it say? In Tenbra's Cadet. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated in the memory of a dear friend and poet. Cauldron Lake Lodge, 1912. I wonder if this has anything to do with the writer. I can't remember his name. The person who was there during the time when there was a volcano.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Oh
It
no, thunder.
seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with.
Okay, bro. I have the biggest urge to just play like the Shining soundtrack at this place right now.
After all your
Stop talking.
nightmares,
You're ruining
this
my
should come as
screenshots.
an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept
I wonder what
that,
you'd find if you
we can begin the
psychoanalyze this
journey
guy. I
towards
bet
your
he's got some
recovery.
very seedy secrets underneath that cardigan. Okay, I'm gonna have to lift that key off him at some point.
Come along. Let's go inside.
Who is that?
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature.
Minus
It's
points
wonderful
for
stuff.
Hartman.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
He's a man of the country. Okay.
Scary, scary, scary.
Whoa, was that supposed to be a Bob reference in Twin Peaks? The way he climbed over the couch?
Emerson,
Ooh, this is the cool guy's room. The Night Springs player.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
This guy's the image of intimidation.
Okay, sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy
He's in
to
his
say.
moment of
He
zen.
works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does
Trash?
involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive
Oh,
to my
God.
therapeutic methods.
I'm leaving.
No kidding.
Standard. Do you think that's her on the left? Who are those people? Oh, it's like Guillermo del Toro on the in the middle. Okay, that's really annoying. So bye. Who's this? The artist. I wonder if this is
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
the one from the.
Okay.
What?
I was just struck
Whoa.
by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming.
Very flattering
Dr.
image.
Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Whatever that painting is of,
Well,
Alan looks
I
terrified.
guess I'd better
So
start wrapping this up. The storm is almost. I'd hate to be out there.
oh, this would be such a chill place though. Imagine just being here in a thunderstorm and just like chilling over this balcony. I'd love it. Okay, bye painting dude. Okay, let's get past that crazy woman ASAP. Staff office. Not a single manuscript in the site. There's coffee though. I wonder if there's no manuscript because he wants you to believe that you are crazy at this point. The engaging new book from Dr. Emil Hartman. Explained in his own words. That sounds like a chore to get through. Who's this? Should we go upstairs? No. Let's see what these guys want from us. This dude, the bodyguard. Kind of reminds me of someone, but I'm not sure who.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Long-term creative problems. It's kind of giving me vibes of, what's it called? Dream Warriors. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Oh, there's the two dudes from the cafe.
Killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm!
Legends.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And
pessimistic,
these
but still
two
legends.
are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even
Badasses.
adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke
missing
up,
a
they
H in
lived
his
on a
name, though.
farm nearby.
I don't know if that's
They are,
intentional.
well, in
The
advanced
70s were pretty
stages of
crazy
dementia.
times.
They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
They seem pretty
Oh, that won't do.
good condition to me.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best.
Could I write myself out of this scenario? Could I just write like the door was left unlocked and Alan left and I walk
I'd
out?
like to bash his head in with a hammer. Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough.
It's funny how the guy on the left actually looks like Jerry Horn does at the end of Twin Peaks season 3.
Crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're
Zane.
all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro?
Zane, I'm sure
He's
that was
gotta
the
go to
writer's name.
farm. The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
I remember this part of the game being
Best
awesome.
way to forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Oh, one of my pages.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Tom? I was Zane, now I'm Tom.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine. Clears your head right up.
Okay, so
Makes
they're
you
probably
remember like
ex-biker meth
moonbeams
cooks.
on the brain. I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll. Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too.
They both think I'm called Tom now, so I'm just gonna have to live with it.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens. What was
Odin's ravens.
What were they? Memory and thought. The hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist,
That's interesting.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Is their whole band based
that's
around
the one.
this
She
like
makes sure
town?
it comes out twisted and raw. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been
Thomas Zane,
using
right?
you,
That was it.
boy, and you let her.
So that's
You
why they
went
call
and
me
opened
Tom.
the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden.
Do these guys keep talking forever, or
Doesn't
like don't
mean
have
you
to
had
leave?
to open it all the way, God damn it!
I think they're all out of conversation.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
We
Okay.
had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
I would love to. I'm gonna head there soon. Can I use that hammer as a weapon?
Bob Balder threw the amp through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head.
Okay, this is probably a good time to leave.
Concussion.
So, it seems like
Bob's
creative
dead now.
people seem to be able to access the power of the lake, and maybe that's why their band took off. Maybe some kind of supernatural force willed them to become successful. Maybe that's why Alan Wake is successful.
Tired, man.
So whatever the evil force here is, it seems to be manipulating people's creativity. Okay, I'm supposed to go to my bedroom now, right?
Hey,
Just,
Wake, why don't you humor Dr.
He
Hartman
speaks.
and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that from the sign behind you, but at least he spoke to me.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's
Black
not
veil
human.
lady, right?
A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
Ooh, I like that. It's cool.
I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's
I wonder what
been
that
lying to
does.
me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Things are getting interesting. Seems like we're getting to the
Hartman
main
had
plot
mentioned that
now.
the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
It's definitely going to be a power cut sooner, isn't it? I'm going to be walking through here in the dark. Probably with shadow monsters chasing me. So how do I get in there?
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't,
Here
but
we
I
go.
figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Were any of these rooms locked before? I guess we better get right in our story.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Let's get in the Twin Peaks shakes. There's a breakout.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the
It sounds
chaos
like
was all
Black Sabbath.
about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Pretty interested to listen to the music these guys produce. Maybe there's like an album they made alongside. Anyways, this is going to be it for part 15. So yeah, we've been put into this mental hospital by Hartman, and he's trying to tell us we're crazy, and obviously we know that's not true. So I think what it seems to be happening is a breakout. So we're going to see what happens next in part 16 very soon.